India and Myanmar have been working towards strengthening cooperation on border issues and encouraging trade and people-to-people contact. Prime Minister MANMOHAN SINGH, who was in Myanmar recently to attend the BIMSTEC summit, called upon the Myanmar president and held discussions on a series of issues, including the Look East policy. We have a report.
Prime Minister MANMOHAN SINGH was recently on a two-day visit to Myanmar's capital Naypyidaw to attend the third Bay of Bengal initiative for multi-sectoral technical and economic cooperation or BIMSTEC summit. Leaders from 7 nations including India, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Myanmar, Bhutan and Nepal attended the summit. The Prime Minister made a strong pitch for giving a fillip to India's Look East policy and to explore ways to enhance connectivity, transport, trade, tourism and other linkages to the northeastern states.
I think within the scheme of things, as we look eastwards in our Look East policy, we have now made major engagement impact as far as ASEAN is concerned, in a variety of ways, including economic, security and issues such as climate change.
MANMOHAN SINGH met Myanmar President U Thein Sein and discussed gamut of issues including cooperation in security, counter-insurgency and trade. The heads of the two countries also discussed disputes in the demarcation of border and the issue of the 9 disputed pillars. India and Myanmar share special ties of culture, language and trade rooted in historical linkages to its northeast region. Myanmar has a critical role to play in India's Look East policy.
The cooperation of Myanmar is very important for India's security concern because most of the armed groups from the northeast have bases in Myanmar. So if you see the statement that was made at the sidelines of the summit by the Myanmar Prime Minister Thein Sein to MANMOHAN SINGH, he said that he would ensure that Myanmar's territory will not be used by separatist groups. So it's extremely important both from economic point of view for India's Look East policy and also for security reasons.
Both countries share 1,624-kilometer long border and are concerned about the trafficking of drugs and arms, cross-border smuggling and presence of insurgent outfits. India has been constructing a fence along the border to curtail crimes. Both countries are trying to amicably solve issues related to border demarcation in some hilly and forested areas in the northeast, especially in Manipur.
There are 2 issues which are most important. One is the transfer of arms from Myanmar. So 2 of the groups in Myanmar which are most involved in the arms trade is the United War State Army and the Kachin Liberation Organization. But the United War State Army is the main actor. So they have manufacturing arms. They are the biggest provider of small weapons. So that is the main concern, one of the main concerns from the northeastern part of Myanmar. And the second thing is drugs and human trafficking. So the amount of drugs that the wars are actually producing in the northeastern part of Myanmar, especially the border with Thailand, and those drugs are getting transported to especially Manipur and Tripura. And Tripura to a very limited extent, but Manipur is the highest state affected by that.
The two countries are committed towards strengthening bilateral ties and facilitating greater trade and cultural exchange.